All right, so there I was, right? Now, one of my friends, they asked me, they said, Joe, you've lived in Michigan, you've lived in California. Could you cut us a quick video on pros and cons of both states and which one you think is better? And not that my opinion matters at all in the least bit, but I'm going to give it a stab, so here we go. Now, in all honesty, we're not talking about 2 states, we're essentially talking about 4. I know there's literally only 2, but literally there's 4, because Michigan, you have the Upper Peninsula, and you have the Lower Peninsula. California, you have Northern California, Southern California. Obviously, all 4 of those places are crazy different from each other. Northern Michigan, you have the Yoopers. They're called the Yoopers because they live in the UP. All right, dearie. They're all from Canada. I think they all got there because the Canadians just rounded up everybody that drank too much and said, you have to go live in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So, that's the Upper Peninsula. Lower Peninsula of Michigan, everybody who lives there, they're called trolls because they live below the bridge. California. What separates Northern California and Southern California? Real hippies, fake hippies. Real hippies are from Northern California. Everybody knows that. Fake hippies are from, well, they're not from Southern California. They just congregate to Southern California. You go to Southern California and see a hippie. You ask them, hey, where are you from? They're like, oh, I'm from Ohio. I'm like, it sucks to be you, but all right. You go to Northern California, you see a hippie, you say, hey, where are you from? They're like, oh, I'm from here. I'm from Northern California. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Good for you. Good for you. So, anyways, pros and cons. Pros about Michigan. Michigan's the ultimate 4-season state. Great 4 seasons. I don't care who you are or where you're from. Michigan has the best 4 seasons. You get the best of summer, best of winter, best of spring, best of fall. It's crazy. It's awesome. It's wonderful. Sorry, ADD right now, spacing out. I just had this crazy thought in my head. You know what? I really like sporks because they are half spoon, half fork. They're awesome. So, now that I chased that rabbit trail, let's get back to pros and cons. We were on pros of Michigan. Pros of Michigan are 4 seasons, great summertime, great beaches during the summertime. You get like 30 days of summer in Michigan. That's about it. But those 30 days are fantastic, and it's wonderful. It's so wonderful. Fall is a great time. All the colors changing, cooler weather, bonfires, just great stuff going on. Springtime's really rainy in Michigan, but that's when everything's coming out, getting green. The birds are out and singing. It's a great time. It's like you're living in a greenhouse, man. It's fantastic. Wintertime in Michigan. Now, everybody's like, Joe, there cannot be any pros to wintertime in Michigan. There cannot be anything good that comes out of snow. That's where you are so wrong. You are so wrong. And here, I'm about to school you on this. Great things that come out of snow. For instance, snow men, snow angels, snow forts, snowball fights, snow cones. You ever been to a fair and had a snow cone? Guess what? Michigan invented snow. So the only reason you have a snow cone is because somebody in Michigan invented it. So you're welcome. Also, other great things that come out of snow. Snowshoeing, snow skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling. Tons of great things come out of the cold and snow. Other things, pretty much like I said, Michigan invented snow, so you are welcome for the Winter Olympics, because without Michigan there would be no Winter Olympics. The sports, nothing would have ever been invented to do with snow. How about the Winter X Games? Yeah, you're welcome. You are so welcome. Oh, I forgot the best one. The best one. Best thing about winter and snow. You can write your name in the snow with your P. It is awesome. It's the greatest thing ever. Oh my goodness. People in Southern California, they're like, what is snow? And guess what they can never do? Write their name in the snow with their P. So, there. That's a lot of great things that come out of snow and cold. You're welcome for that. Oh my gosh, I'm taking up too much time, so let's get kicking. Oof. All right, cons about Michigan. Honestly, probably the biggest con is it's super rainy during the spring. No cons about summer. Cons about fall, not really. Cons about winter, though. This past winter, we had 61 days that were below zero. Pretty much 61 days out of the year, you live in an igloo. It is so cold that sometimes people's brains get frostbitten. Like, for instance, me, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's the way I am because my brain got frostbite on it. Who knows? I don't know. Cons about Michigan. You don't really see that many hot girls. Reason being, if there are hot girls there, you don't know because most of the time they're cooped up inside because it's so dang cold out. And when you do see them out and about, they got like 89 layers of clothes on and wearing a ski mask. You can't tell if it's a man or a woman underneath there. You're like, is that a man? Is that a woman? I don't know. So, kind of a con about Michigan there. All right, now we're going to buzz over to California. Pause that thought.